Hello everyone. Coming to the next part of this chapter, that is general preparation of hydrogen by using metals. Metals reacts with water in order to release hydrogen. Metals also reacts with dilute acids to release hydrogen. This is actually an example for displacement reaction where metals displace hydrogen which is present in water as well as in the acids to release hydrogen. They displace hydrogen from water as well as from acids. It's a very good example for chemical displacement reaction. So if you see our electrochemical series in the next page itself in your chapter, in your textbook, it is given electrochemical series. So in the electrochemical series, starting from potassium to iron, all the metals they react either with water or with acids in order to release hydrogen. Some metals reacts both with hydrogen, water and as well as acids that we have discussed already, which are the metals and how they are going to release in which form of water. Some metals react with cold water itself, some they react with boiling water, some they react with steam. So depending upon their reactivity, there will be a different type of reactions that can be observed. And metals, the general statement is this: metals reacts with water or dilute acids. Please remember the word dilute. We are not going to use concentrated acids here. Dilute acids in order to release or in order to displace hydrogen. And after in the electrochemical series, after iron, what are all the metals that are placed below lead? They are not going to react either with water or with acids to displace hydrogen. They will not show any type of reactions with water or with that of the acids that you remember. These general methods we already discussed, but still I am summarizing this, and these are the one which we have studied last year also. Once again, I want all of you to write the reactions and practice once. And remember, three important metals: potassium, sodium, and calcium. They release their respective hydroxides. I think you still remember the difference between the hydroxides and oxides, isn't it? So, potassium reacts with water. Of course, potassium is a highly reactive metal. It can react even with cold water to release potassium hydroxide, and there will be a release of hydrogen gas, or there is a displacement of hydrogen from water. Sodium reacts with cold water to form sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. And of course, the reactivity of sodium is less when we compared with that of the potassium, but still, sodium will also react with cold water to form sodium hydroxide. And calcium also reacts with cold water in order to release its calcium hydroxide, and there is a release of hydrogen gas. So these are the three important metals: potassium, sodium, and calcium. And almost all the reactions are of these three important metals are same. So potassium, very reactive metal; sodium, also very reactive; and calcium, they react even with cold water to form their respective hydroxides, and there is a release of hydrogen gas. Coming to the next metal, that is magnesium in our electrochemical series. Magnesium reacts with boiling water. Boiling water. It is not going to react with cold water. In order to increase the reactivity, we need to add boiling water here. Magnesium reacts with boiling water in order to form magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide, and there is a release of hydrogen gas. Next, aluminium. Aluminium also reacts with water, but the different form of water, that water you are providing here should be in the form of steam. Should be in the form of steam. Aluminium, zinc, iron. They react with the steam in order to form their respective oxides. Respective oxides. Aluminium reacts with water to form aluminium oxide. Why it is Al2O3, you know, I think. Aluminium valency is 3, oxygen valency 2. So when you are going to crisscross, then the compound that you are going to get is Al2O3. These are all the things which we have discussed already. That's why I'm not giving much importance for all these things. You know how to write molecular formulas. So next one, zinc reacts with water to form zinc oxide. Zinc valency is also 2, oxygen valency is also 2. So the compound obtained is ZnO. Iron reacts with water to form What it is? Magnetic oxide of iron, Fe3O4, ferric oxide, ferric oxide. So there will be release of hydrogen gas. So metals like sodium, potassium and calcium, sodium, potassium and calcium reacts with cold water to release hydrogen or to displace hydrogen. Magnesium reacts with boiling water, or of course you can provide steam also, no problem. Aluminium, zinc and iron, they react with steam in order to displace hydrogen. Why we are using different forms of water? In order to increase the kinetic energy. So whenever kinetic energy increases, reactivity will also increase. That are all the things we have discussed already. That's why I think you should be remembering all these things. So what about this preparation of hydrogen from water? That is cold water, boiling water and steam. Remember these reactions and please try to recall these reactions, write down and learn.